Alright, what's going on, guys? So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to give you the top 5 fragrances for extroverted personalities. So how extroverts differ from introverts is that extroverted people are going to want a little bit more boldness or a little bit more loudness to their fragrances. They're going to want to stand out, and they're going to want a very powerful fragrance with good longevity, good projection. So they are the type of people who prefer to have their fragrances be a little bit louder, be a little bit more pronounced when they walk into a room. They like to have a sort of outgoing personality, and they want the fragrance to match. And so we got 5 fragrances here. We're gonna start off this first one with the very intoxicating fragrance, and I mean that literally because this fragrance is a niche fragrance. It's from the brand of Killian, and it is called Killian's Intoxicated. So Killian's Intoxicated is gonna be a warm, spicy coffee and aromatic cinnamon fragrance, okay? It's gonna have main notes of cinnamon, it's gonna have main notes of coffee, it's gonna have main notes of nutmeg, tobacco, and ginger, okay? So really nice, spicy, aromatic fragrance. And this one has a very nice, bold projection, a really nice sillage, really nice sort of opening with that coffee, that cinnamon, that nutmeg, that cardamom. So really spicy when it hits you, when it hits your nose. And it really does kind of illuminate an intoxicated room. It definitely is gonna be one of those fragrances. You're not gonna have to figure out where that person is. You're gonna know exactly where they are. And it'll really be able to start a conversation. So I do like this fragrance, and it's especially necessary for, fall time where it's starting to get a little cooler when the winter rolls around. This will definitely be a great fragrance for you, and a great niche fragrance to get your niche fragrance started. All right, now the next fragrance, we're gonna stick with the fresh, spicy, and the fruity end of the spectrum. And we're gonna go with the really an emerging, upcoming fragrance that is kind of taking over my collection. This one is from the brand of Jadas, and this one here is called Jadas Ambassador. So Jadas Ambassador is gonna come with that fresh, fruity, and a little bit woody fragrance notes, okay? You're gonna have that apple, you're gonna have mandarin orange, you're gonna have that cardamom as well. You're also gonna have black pepper, teak wood, and vetiver, okay? So put simply, if you like kind of Azzaro Uber Pura, mixed with a little bit of Dylan Blue, mixed a little bit with that Sauvage DNA, that spiciness from the Sauvage DNA, and you couple them all together, you're gonna get this one here. But this one really is a nice, seductive, aromatic, and loud fragrance. Now, the thing is that the opening isn't that loud, but its sillage is really captivating. So it's kind of like, it's not gonna be the most, sort of loud in your face fragrance, but when it starts to settle down, that kind of sillage that it creates around itself definitely can fill up a room. And it's like, where is that person at? And you're not gonna spend too much time with them. You're gonna know exactly where they are, and you're gonna start asking them like, hey, where'd you get that fragrance, kind of, right? This is one of those fragrances, if you have an outgoing personality, this would be a really good kind of icing on the cake to your appearance and to your kind of presentation, all right? All right, now this next fragrance is gonna be for my bad boys out there. And this one is the one from Carolina Herrera. So when you think about a bad boy, you think of definitely somebody who's no nonsense, they don't care, they don't take nothing from nobody, and they aren't afraid to express how they feel. So this one here is called Carolina Herrera's. This is Bad Boy, all right? So Bad Boy is gonna come at us with that white pepper. It's gonna come at us with some bergamot. It's gonna come at us with some cedarwood, some clary sage, and some tonka bean and cacao, okay? So a really nice, sweet but spicy fragrance, really aromatic, and it really fills up a room. Again, nice for those bad boys out there that want a little bit of aromaticity to their fragrance, okay? This is gonna be a really good fragrance for you just on that spray alone. Like, this is really intoxicating, really invigorating, and then that vanilla and that's fresh spicy, and that warm spices too as well from the black pepper mixed with the pink pepper. Then that cacao and clary sage really gives it a really nice sillage, a really nice scent profile that is gonna be really good. This would be a nice clubbing scent for sure. This would be a night out, kind of go out, be the best person smelling in the room. Definitely, you will turn heads with this fragrance. All right, now this next fragrance is an oldie but a goodie. It's kind of a timeless classic, but I think it's one of those for any extrovert. Definitely, this is kind of the extrovert signature fragrance. This one here is from the brand of Versace. I love it. This one is Versace Aros. All right, so Versace Aros is known for, first off, being one of the loudest fragrance DNAs out there, one of the most recognizable fragrance DNAs out there, but it's still popular to this day since it's been released. And it also has that note of ambroxan to help it with this projection and its sillage, right? So Aros is gonna come out with that mint, that green apple, that tonka bean, that cardamom, and as well as that blend of freshness but also spiciness that you get with Aros. That mixed with that ambroxan really helps you captivate a room You gotta love this fragrance DNA. Tried, tested with some of the best, and it still pulls its own weight, even despite all the various fragrances that have come out. Okay, so you can never go wrong with Aros. Okay, no matter where, no matter how old, still gonna be a compliment from the magnet. All right, and last fragrance for the day, for my extroverted people out there. This one actually is kind of a good in-between, kind of versatile fragrance that I like pulling sometimes. And this one, while there have been numerous flankers, I do like this one as kind of a daily driver fragrance. If I don't want to just keep it overly fresh, I would go with this one here. This one is from the brand of Azzaro, and this one here is called Azzaro's Wanted by Night. Okay, so Azzaro Wanted by Night is gonna come out with that cinnamon tobacco. It's gonna come out with that cedar blend, so that warm, spicy mix with a little bit of aromatic head turning appeal. This one is really a nice daily driver, and the longevity on this one is great. So not only is it loud, not only is it projection, not only does it have great CL, but it also has great last power. Really, you don't need too many sprays of this, but if you heavy spray it, then you will really be able to have a fragrance that you almost have to wash in order to get off. But nonetheless, nice, really great comment point. In fact, if you don't want it overly fresh, but you don't want it overly aromatic, this is a good to me in between fragrance, all right? So recap it. If you want a nice, intoxicating blend of spices and notes, man, you're gonna come with this one here, Killian's Intoxicated. If you want a mix of Herrera Bad Boy with that Dylan Blue, mixed with that Sauvage DNA, boom, you're gonna come out with this one here, Jadas Ambassador. If you want a nice bad boy, spicy, vanillic and aromatic fragrance, boom, you're gonna come out with this one here. This one is Bad Boy by Herrera. If you want a tried and tested Aros DNA, you want that mint, that lavender, and tonka bean, boom, Versace Aros with a toilette. And last but not least, if you want a versatile, aromatic, but a little bit of freshness, bang, I come with this one here, Azzaro's Wanted by Night. There you go, guys. We got 5 fragrances for my extroverted people out there. Remember, fragrance doesn't have to be overly expensive, and there's a fragrance out there for everyone. I appreciate all you guys who continue to tap in with the channel, continue to support the channel. Remember to like the video down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel down below. Share this with a fellow fraghead, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Much love.